Carpe after the race yesterday, he said, you know, I'm going to go out to win these last 3 races. I enjoy winning. I'm not going to muck around. He may have a different attitude to the day, but I don't think so.
Well, here's one rider who will be going out with an intention of absolutely smoking everybody. Max Keeles, crestfallen yesterday. Hakim Danish swiped away his right handlebar coming into turn 13 yesterday, put him on the deck, and Maximo Keeles, who really wants to finish in the top 3 in the standings to be eligible to move up to World Championship next year, now finds himself 4th place. As this rider here, Valentin Peroni, moved into that 3rd place. He is only
Carpe, just hoping that Alvaro would make a little bit of slip, a little bit of mistake, but of course he didn't, and he said there was nothing I could do about it, only follow him across the line.
Here's your grid then, a little quick rundown. Carpe, Uriarte, Keeles, row 1. Row 2 is Pratama, Danish and Peroni. Look out for the Indonesian and Malaysian riders. They are very, very good in these sorts of conditions. Behind them, you've got Ruche Muli, Christian Daniel and Guido Pini. Donaboggio, Rico Samela and Leo Ramersdorfer fill out row 4. Row 5 will be Marco Morelli, Mr. No Plan B. Guillaume Plonk starts from row 5 along with Carter Thompson, who had his best rookies result ever yesterday of 6th. Go Aussie. There we have Giulio Pugliese starts from 16th, Sullivan Mounsley 17th, Leonardo Zanni, Evan Belford, Joel Pons, Kevin Farkas, Lennox Famara, KJ Monignane, Rocco Sessler are row 8, and finally Milan Pavelec and Jack Puertazan on row 9.
So this is the warm-up lap, another chance for these guys to see just how much grip there is there and how much drive they're getting from the Pirelli tyres, and Brian Uriarte is setting off there with a pretty rapid pace on the warm-up lap. He's obviously going to see just long lap penalty for that infraction, but still managed to cross the line and get some points in 14th place.
Yes, Hakim Danish, unfortunately that's the second sort of incident he's been involved with so far this year, hence he got a double long lap penalty. As such, the penalty, it is one of a rider's favourite, isn't it? So fast and flowing, long back straight, a mix of everything. They really do like this place.
Yeah, it really is a really fantastic test of these young talents.
So there you go then, it's 15 points if my math is correct between Peroni and Keeles. That's quite crucial there, but the main one we need to keep an eye on is Carpe's 33-point lead. If he finishes this race 50 points ahead, he has won the Cup today. Otherwise, a Cup chase going nearly pretty much to the wire. It's been a foregone conclusion by this time, near enough, the last couple of years.
Yeah, it has indeed, and of course, so the same grid lineup as yesterday. There are no carryover penalties. There is Max Keeles. Of course, all these guys have been thankful for the attention of the HJC technician and that to make sure that they don't have any misting problems here this morning. An early start for the Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup. Race 2 at Aragon gets underway. And a superb start from Alvaro Carpe, but Brian Uriarte is alongside him, almost alongside him. Surely he's going to have to tuck in. Is he brave enough? No, he isn't. He tucks in behind Alvaro Carpe with somebody's run wide. Is that Vader perhaps who ran wide? But he's managed to keep it upright, thank goodness, and as they go away up the hill.
It's Brian Uriarte from Hakim Danish, the Malaysian rider. A superb start for him. Vader Pratama got really bogged down. He was so cautious, and there Brian Uriarte looks the wrong direction, finds Hakim going out into the lead looking for redemption after yesterday. We saw Max Keeles get pushed back into the pack a little bit from 3rd on the grid to 5th.
So Carpe in 3rd place there. He's a lot more cautious, and is Peroni it is who picks up 3rd place now. Carpe back to 4th place. Keeles in 5th. And very much Hakim Danish with the advantage over Brian Uriarte. Well, superb stuff. You said the Malaysians are good in the wet.
Love it, don't they? Absolutely.
Today.
This is definitely one of those races whereby Carpe can just sit and bag a 4th, a 3rd, of a 2nd, it doesn't matter. As we see the 70, Christian Daniel Jr., a former flat tracker, rising through the ranks in the US, overtaking Max Keeles in towards turn 16, outbraking him. Christian Daniels into 5th place. Stand up America.
And I think, you know, Max Keeles is going to be very, very frustrated with this. This isn't what he wants at all. This isn't going to open up all the possibilities. It still is Hakim Danish from Brian Uriarte. And Hakim had a, you know, superb first lap, but Brian Uriarte has very much responded.
Peter, look at the difference in the way that Hakim just threw that bike into the corner there in comparison to Brian Uriarte. This is oh my goodness!
This is chasing. He's running to pick up the bike again, but he is the points leader. He is now down. The points are disappearing. His lead is disappearing.
This is why we say, Peter, never say never in Rookies Cup. You gotta be careful, because one day you might wake up and it's pouring rain and down you go at turn 1.
Right, so Christian Daniel goes down, and is Alvaro unsighted? Just
the exact same spot.
Yes, same spot there. Now, as I saw him go away up the track, his left foot was dangling, was waving around. I wonder if he lost the footrest when he went down.
Well, there we go. Goodness me, Peter. Brian Uriarte will have absolutely no idea. He is still in contention for the win. He's clearly watching Hakim Danish. He is learning every single time, as we see. Unfortunately, Sullivan Mounties entered the pits. That's a shame for the number 4. Got to keep an eye out for Brits in this sort of weather as well. Uriarte stalking Hakim Danish, and this has completely changed the complexion of the championship.
And there's still 7.5 laps remaining of this race.
Goodness me. 16th position. He's got a 3-second gap to Leo Ramerstorfer for the first point. It's a real shame for Christian, because that was looking to be a heck of a ride for him.
Yeah, and Alvaro Carpe is right at the back, and I think he probably does have some kind of machine damage, and maybe he broke that left-hand footrest when he slid off.
Well, there is Milan Pavelec being stalked by Rico Salmela then. Yes, Rico, who got that first and only Rookies Cup.
An awful lot worse.
Keeles is not feeling confident, Peter. He crossed the line and he was 4.8 seconds off Rico Salmela. The second sector, he was 5.9. He clearly made a big mistake, and he's just let through Vader Pratama there.
That's right, he didn't look happy at all, and Vader had no problem in going past him.
He just basically, he might as well have waved him through, frankly. As we look at Joel Pons, a 16 in the middle of this group as well. This is a good ride from him in 10th.
That's right, and if he doesn't watch out, Keeles is going to be passed by a whole group. He could be passed by about 5 riders here. They're right behind him, including, good guys like Ruche Moodley.
Ruche, you see Guillaume Plong as well. I mean, a French rider, although I'm told jokingly by his father Thompson and Vader Pratama both moved past Max Keeles as well. The Guillaume Plonks moved back a bit too. Valentin Peroni could well be at risk of losing that 3rd place to Rico Salmela, who's hauled it in by 0.6 of a second. Rico could be on for a great result here.
That's right, he's got away from Pullack. I thought that they might run around together, but...
combatant in the Northern Talent Cup, both graduates there for this season.
Yeah, and as you say, Hakim hasn't had a great second half of the 5th place, so he's got a little bit of work to do to get into the points. And in fact, he's got a big gap from 17th to 16th and 15th, so it's going to be a hard one.
He's doing similar lap times to those in 14th and 15th and 13th, but Christian Daniel Jr.'s a 2:18 points. Who's that? Just got off. Peroni! Goodness me, Peter! Peroni's gone down. He's thrown it away. Goodness me, and Max Keeles is going to come through and see that. And goodness me, this is why you cannot count anybody out.
Absolutely. Let's see if they're ahead.
Well, here we go then. Here's Carpe battling with Boggio and Cessa. Look how filthy the fairings are, Peter. I mean, it's not just the rain and the wets they've got to contend with. There's clearly so much dirt on the track from the rain as well. And
of course, the fact that Peroni had a fall and that has gone out of things, that's helped Carpe. He's now up into 18th place. He's still got he's going to have to catch 10 seconds when he gets to front of this group before he gets to Zani, who is in 15th place. So he's still got work to do with only 2.5 laps remaining. If you're Uriarte, what do you do? I mean, surely you will be aware. Problem for Misano. Yeah, precisely. So he really should, if I was his dad, I'd be telling him to take it easy, but I'm not.
Settle down.
Anyway, right, back with Hakim Danish. There is visibly the advantage he has over Brian Uriarte. Rico Salmela is behind and just not managing to close, is he?
He's closing a bit, but I wonder whether it's enough. He closed in a couple of tenths over that sector. So, Brian, this will be a real test of his mental fortitude.
Green as though he is, really, but
it's 2 tenths closer than he was at the start and finish straight.
Yeah, that's not enough, is it? He's got to really close on him quicker if he's going to make any difference in the last lap and a half. There's the 83 of Alvaro Carpe, and he still is outside the points in 17th place. And ahead of him is the number 31, Fujilese, but that only would take him to 16th. Zani is still away up the road in 15th, the last of the point-scoring places.
Yeah, 9.2 seconds is not something even Alvaro Carpe will haul in. Us, but this is what we care about, Peter. It's 1 second between Rico Salmela and Brian. Rico's got second. Rico's got it, but we can't see because we're looking at Hakim Danish. There he is. Finally, we've seen the battle for second. Wonderful news. Thanks for catching up with us, everybody.
Right, so there we are with just half a lap remaining. Rico Salmela has second place from Brian Uriarte. It's crucial that Brian Uriarte get past Rico if he can, because he needs those points if he's going to put Alvaro Carpe under pressure going into Misano in the last 2 races. Down the back straight for the last time, up into 6th gear. Who is going to be brave on the brakes at the end of the back straight? It is Brian Uriarte, who pulls out of the slipstream, but it's still a long way from home. It's that long sweeping left-hander. Who's going to find the grip and the drive over the finish line to chase Hakim Danish?
He's got the inside line. He's got it, but the screen's gone black.
Salmela has the drive. Salmela's got the superb drive up over the hill, and it's side by side. It's side by side as they run to the line. Who's got it? It's Brian Uriarte has the second place over Rico Salmela. Hakim Danish, the winner. Absolutely brilliant for the Malaysian, and what a battle behind that went in the end in the favour of Brian Uriarte over Rico Salmela.
A sensational race, and Milan Pavelec, stand up Poland. What a ride for your man. The number 44 is 4th place. Christian Daniel Jr. from the deck to 5th place. America, that is brilliant. You've got a star in the making. Carter Thompson takes his equal best finish. What brilliant rides from how many of our rookies, Peter?
Yeah, Guido Pini, Ruche Moodley, Kies in 9th place. So that will be important points. And there is our Cup points leader, but he doesn't add to that score. He's 16th. He doesn't add to that score today.
Brilliant stuff. That was very
all those points, but the most important thing in a way really is that the guys were not injured in these falls. They haven't got, you know, a broken bone in the hand, something silly which is going to upset them. They all go fit to Misano for those last 2 races.
Hakim Danish, ladies and gentlemen, has taken his first Rookies Cup win of the season.